Space in Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, and just combat sports in general is a very loose term. What does space mean? Well, space is everything that's not attached to your body, right? Somebody is trying to hit you, you're trying not to get hit, and you're trying to hit them while they're trying to not get hit. I'm gonna introduce some footworks that are very simple. You can add on and take away however you'd like. And what's nice about these footworks is even if you're somebody who's a little more still or a little more movement based, you can incorporate these footworks into your stance, your shadow boxing, your pad work, drilling, fighting, everything. The first footwork that I'm gonna focus on is just a bounce. So I like to get a line right in front of me, and I have an established stance. I wanna make sure that I keep my feet in the same spot. Imagine those toy soldier army men. My feet are never gonna move from this spot. The goal is for them to stay in the same position. With this line in front of me, I'm gonna bounce forward and backwards. I'm super light on my feet, and I'm feeling the weight absorb back and forth between my front foot and my back foot. I have both feet down at the same time, but I can feel what weight is where. As an addition to this bounce, you can add a jab on the offense or a jab on the defense. Okay, you can also add a feint. I could feint or show a feint on the backside. This is where it kind of becomes creative for you. You can adjust however you'd like. The second footwork is just doubling up that bounce. So the exact same thing, 2 bounces forward, 2 bounces backwards. Double bounce, bounce. I like this one because there's a bit of an aggression that goes with it. Whether I'm coming forward or going backwards, there's an urgency, and adding 2 steps makes a big difference in your brain than just the 1. If you're thinking 2 steps, you can kind of control what comes next a little bit more because you know that you're literally 2 steps ahead. So going forward, I can make it a double jab. I could make it a jab high, jab low. I could make it a feint. Anything. Going backwards, kind of similar. I can go forward with whatever, and backwards with the same thing. I could also learn to stop right after doing that double bounce. And then cross right from there. Or throw something else that you'd like. The next footwork, I really like this one when it comes to lead side attacks. If I kick you with my lead leg, I'm gonna do what I call a swivel pivot. I'm gonna swivel on that 1 foot. Really good way to just get out of the way and look smooth while keeping your shoulders and hips aligned the whole time. So basic swivel pivot from your stance, swivel all the way back. You might even swivel pivot forward. I don't like that quite as much because when it comes to space, I'm trying to make you feel like you can hit me, but then I take away those targets. So swivel pivoting is another thing you can do. The benefit of swivel pivoting as well is you can swivel into the opposite stance and then throw strikes from there. So try to work on reloading your hips and swivel pivoting back and forth. One of my favorite forms of space manipulation is using the color coding of red, yellow, and green. So red range, boxing, elbows, close range knees. Yellow, kind of step jab, lead push kick, maybe low kick range. Green, rear teep, rear head kick, maybe like a Superman punch, your longest range weapons. From this red, yellow, green range, with this in mind, you can start to manipulate going from maybe a green range to a yellow range, then back to a green range. You could also be in a yellow range, step forward to red, and then fade back to yellow. When you think about it in this color coding, it starts to make sense where you're at a little bit more. My favorite way to manipulate the color ranges is to go from one range, active guard forward, entice somebody in, and then back out. To add on to these other footworks that we did earlier, I could have this active guard and double bounce all the way out. This is a really beneficial thing to do. It gives you confidence that you can eat shots on your guard and still move around. The last and most important piece of space manipulation is lateral and circular movement. A fight, hopefully, isn't gonna take place right on one plane. Some people do it, not me. I would rather make you have to catch me and catch you as you're turning to face me. So we always have this field of vision right here. If I'm circling and my opponent's right here, I'm gonna circle and keep them the whole time in that frame. For the person that's turning and watching this person, they're trying to do the same thing. If I can catch you at a moment where you're turning and go with a straight shot, that's my time to capitalize. Otherwise, they're always reacting and trying to cut me off or find me. If you can make somebody chase you, super beneficial. So get in your stance and work on shuffling back and forth, making a semicircle or a full circle. Get on the bag and start working this in between your combos. Hit something and then circle out right away. If you want to advance it, switch stances. Work on bringing one foot in front and then switching and bringing that other foot in front. You can advance or simplify these in any way. It's up to you.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. It's important to understand that these bases are meant to come out automatically in real life scenarios. So you have to train them in the gym as though you're in a real fight. The most important thing, in my opinion, is to focus on making people miss. Make them think you're closer than you are, so that way they can commit, overcommit, and you can capitalize. Thank you so much for watching, and since I'm a YouTuber now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.